How much weight did you end up losing in what time frame?
Okay, so around about 6.5 months, I lost 100 pounds.
Yes. Hi, I'm Chris James, and you're watching A Healthy Alternative. Today we have a dynamic duo, Larisha.
Yep.
Okay, Larisha and Edward are here, and this is actually technically their second time here, but this is the first time you guys are seeing them because when we did our first interview, I did not record the audio. So thank you for taking the time to come back and share your story again, but this will be for the first time for the audience, but thank you guys for coming back. Okay, so let's get the ball rolling. I would like to know, first of all, when did you all first find the AHA community?
I found the AHA community in 2019. So I started Googling because I was on my weight loss journey, and I came across Stephen Michael's video in 2019. And so ever since then, I've been hooked.
Yeah, so you saw Steven's video. Was that the one where me and him were in the kitchen talking, or was it his first video? Because he did a few videos initially.
I believe it was the one I think it was in your kitchen. He was talking about his journey, how he lost 100 pounds.
Oh, okay. Ooh,
by water fasting.
Yeah, that was a while ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think we did that video back in 2017, and it's amazing how people are still getting benefit from watching it. And it's our most popular video that we've ever made. And for Steven, that was a really difficult video to do because he was sharing so much intimate detail. But it was like that genuine, that ability to share like that, I think is what draws people in. So it's cool that you were able to view that.
Right.
Now, what was it that initially, caused you to want to seek AHA? Was it one of those things where you're just browsing through YouTube and you randomly came across, or were you looking for something specific?
I was just looking for weight loss testimonies to get me in the mood, to get me motivated. And then that's when the video had popped up, and I saw, oh, he lost 100 pounds fasting. So then I started getting curious about that. And then, like you said, the way he started explaining things and going into detail, that just really, really got me, into want to learn more about fasting myself.
Okay. So was weight loss your primary concern at that time?
Yeah, weight loss was my primary concern.
Okay. So what was your, I don't want to hear your how much you lost yet, but I just want to know, what was your starting weight?
267.
Okay, 267. And before you had come across AHA and heard Steve's about his journey in fasting, had you actually done any fasting before, or was that something you were familiar with?
I did a little bit of intermittent fasting, and I was doing keto back in 2017.
Okay.
So it took 6 months to lose 40 pounds. And then after 6 months, it just came right back on.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, six months to lose 40 pounds, traditionally speaking, is not bad. If people are typically happy if they could lose, 10 pounds a month is usually I'm saying, the gold standard. If you can do 10 pounds a month, so 40 pounds in 6 months, that's not bad. Obviously in our world, that's just a drop in the bucket of what we're able to do and what we teach. Edward, I am very curious to know, with your wife, desiring to lose weight, and she comes across this video from Steven and talking about fasting, and what was your initial reaction to that whole situation?
I had my kind of thoughts about it. I didn't know much about fasting or not eating. It just seemed kind of unorthodox to me, like I think it does for a lot of people. But, I said, well, it might could help her. But of course, it was something foreign to me, not eating at all. I would think maybe just a diet would be better, or, just watching what you eat a little bit more. But so it was just kind of just different to me when I heard about it.
Right. So would you say that you more or less had a neutral opinion on it? You just didn't have much information, or were you against it?
I was pretty much against it, I think, because
Uh,
I really didn't think that that would help. I thought not eating, that's not something that that's normal, but that's just my thoughts about it.
right. So prior to her bringing fasting to your attention, had you ever heard about fasting in any other context, like spiritually, or fasting and prayer goes along? Had you heard of it at all? Really?
Yeah, I have heard of it. I mean, I heard of it, as far as praying and fasting and things like that, but I didn't see much of it as weight loss. I didn't know much about it. So it was a little foreign to me, but I have heard of it in that arena.
Um,
Mhm.
do you remember what your initial experience was with the actual fasting? Like, did you do like a 3-day fast, 4-day? Like, what was your initial experience with that?
I just listened to my body. Like I started my first fast, I started off 14-day fast. And my experience with it, of course, I dealt with the detox, the tongue, which made me want to quit. I mean, I wanted to quit fasting. But I just kept going. I just continued to watch the AHA videos and learn about different things that I can do to helped me through my fasting. I worked with Jasmine Briggs. She gave me a lot of tips and things that I can do and motivated me to keep going. So it was quite an experience, very scary at first, but then I take breaks. Then I do a 7-day, I do a 3-day. My longest one was a 21-day. Easy,
Congratulations.
easy.
That
Yes,
is
thank you.
that's a feat, you know?
Yes, yes, it was something, it was something to be proud of. And I just and I did that throughout the months, just rotated my fasting to get my results.
Okay, so now, what was your results of fasting? You see, how much weight did you end up losing, in what time frame?
Okay, so around about 6.5 months, I lost 100 pounds.
Yes. Now, my
Yep.
my reaction to this the first time was crazy, because what people don't realize is, we have people come on the channel, they'll do, 100 pounds in 6 months, or 5 months, or 8 months, or whatever the case may be. So from the outside looking in, it's like, oh, that's like the norm. Like, we could do that. It's not the norm. It's not normal for people to be able to do it, because fasting's not easy, and
Mhm.
especially depending on your support system. I've had people whose spouses not just were against it, but actually actively tried to get in the way of someone fasting, ordering their
Mhm.
favorite food, or making their favorite food, or having their favorite snacks around, eating around them and tempting them and all these things. So,
Mhm.
sick, that is an amazing feat. It really
Yes.
speaks to your character, your mental tenacity, and maybe some of Jasmine's coaching too. You know,
Yes, yes.
because
Hmm.
it's interesting that you chose Jasmine. Jasmine actually had a very similar outcome. I think she did 100 pounds in 5 months,
Right.
right?
Right. Hmm.
So being able to work with a coach, one of the coaches, I think is kind of like a cheat code to a degree, right? It help
Hmm.
you get through those hard moments and things of that nature. Edward, I
Right.
gotta ask, what was it like watching your wife literally like melt away? Because to lose 100 pounds in 6 months, that the weight is coming off daily. Like, what was that like from your perspective?
It was great. I mean, I've seen her, struggle throughout the years, just trying to lose weight. And it really came. I mean, it was a struggle fasting, like she says, but I mean, it just came off, and this was something that really worked for her. So I just was so happy that she found something that she could use to lose the weight.
Hmm.
So I really felt great about it.
At what point did you feel more confident in the fasting practice?
Just as she got more accustomed to fasting, how she felt, she say, I feel good after fasting. I don't, I'm just thirsty. I can go for days.
Hmm.
It was just seeing her, just seeing her reaction to fasting, just seeing that she wasn't in any type of medical trouble, or she didn't have any real severe just setbacks or, just symptoms or anything like that. So, I mean, that's what proved that, hey, this is working.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
So then with you watching your wife see, these improvements, and I'm assuming, right, by now you're learning about more than just the weight loss, especially if you're working with Jasmine. You're learning about all of all the benefits of fasting. Edward, were you inspired to want to do any fasting yourself, or improve your health?
Yeah, I have done like maybe 2 or 3 day fasting. I've done a little of those. I've been doing more intermittent fasting, and I've lost quite a bit of weight, and actually watching what I eat, eating more natural foods. So she's encouraged me to kind of do that, and I've lost about maybe about 30 or 40 pounds doing that. So it that really helped me do that also, helped me lose weight.
Just
Mhm.
having that environment kind of rub off on
Yeah,
you. So
exactly. Yeah.
30 or
It's
40
Yeah.
pounds, that is nothing to snuff at, because I think the statistic is the average American gains I think it's like 2 pounds a
Mhm.
year, something like that.
Mhm.
Um
Mm-hmm.
and the mass majority of it actually comes around like the holiday season. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, people would think, oh, you're just slowly gaining weight. No, like most of it happens over the holiday season, which is upon us. When this video
Right.
comes out, we will be deep into the
Yeah.
holiday season. So maybe this this will be some encouragement for people not to like completely just lose their minds for
Right.
Christmas and Thanksgiving. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so when you submitted your form, you had mentioned that your daughter was also
Right.
inspired by what you have been doing. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, she started seeing my progress, and then she first started just asking me questions on what I'm doing and my fasting, and I would answer her, yes, I'm fasting today. And then she said, well, mommy, can I fast with you sometimes? And I said, okay, that's fine. So she started fasting. Maybe she'll do like a 24-hour fast, maybe 2 or 3 times a week. Then she saw what I was eating, so she started to eat clean as well.
Mm.
Start asking me, "Mommy, is this healthy? Should I eat this or should I eat that?" And then she just started following what I was doing, not as intense, but she lost about she's 50 pounds down now.
Wow.
Mhm.
Wow. Yeah. So my favorite part about y'all's story and why I was so excited to have you on is because um I always like I think it's important when we learn information like this. I think it's important to share with our families. Now,
Mhm.
I did that. Me and my brother John, we definitely took our time to talk to our family. A lot of them, they didn't really heed our warning. They didn't listen. But we got,
Mhm.
a few of them. A lot of my siblings have adopted better habits because of this. But to be
Mhm.
able to see it trickle down from mother to daughter or wife to husband, and really get the entire family involved, it
Mhm.
really speaks volumes, because a lot of people will say, "Oh, people are just lazy. They don't want to make
Right.
change. Like they just want to
Mhm.
be the way they are." And I'm like, no, I work with these people. Like they work hard to make change. It's just they don't know the right direction. So
Right.
hearing this, just it's my favorite part of y'all's story. Um,
Mhm.
collectively, y'all have lost like what 180 pounds or something like that. It's an incredible thing. Now, I'm curious to know about like some of the dietary changes you've made, because obviously we know fasting is beneficial, but Ed, you were saying that most of yours came from like light fasting and dietary change. What were some of the dietary changes you all made?
Well, okay.
Yeah.
I eat whole food, so I don't snack during the day. I don't keep cookies or chips, muffins, cupcakes,
Mm,
anything like that in the house. We only keep nuts and fruits in the house.
okay.
And I still eat, chicken and beef and things like that, but I make sure it's grass fed, the best that I can,
Mm-hmm.
fruits and vegetables, organic. So I just eat whole foods. And every now and then I do what is it, the 20/80 rule. I might go out and get some popcorn, or get some ice cream. But it's like I look at that as as a treat day. I don't call it a cheat day. I call it a treat day.
A treat day.
A treat day. So I just look at whole foods as foods I eat every day, and foods that are not whole, those are treat foods. That's not food you're supposed to eat every day. And so those are some of the dietary that I make. And I don't drink soda. I do a lot of hibachi drinks, water, coconut water, teas, some coffee. And that's basically what I drink every day.
Okay. Did you have anything else to add to that, Edward?
Yeah, I basically kind of cut out most of my meat, like the pork, steak. I did that for a while. I was, vegetarian maybe for a couple of months. And I added some more fish back in kind of lately. So I just kind of cut out on that and the processed food. I used to like a lot of soda, sugary soda. I cut that out too. So and more fruits and vegetables. So generally trying to be more whole food. And that really helped me. Well, that was the cause of me cutting down on so many pounds or losing so much weight.
Yeah,
and we're still discovering different whole foods. We're discovering different beans, different types of rice. So it's still a journey for us.
So with what you've done with fasting, now listen, 100 pounds in 6 months is what a lot of people would consider extreme weight loss, Have you experienced any side effects like loose skin or, anything like that?
I don't have any loose skin, not much, no. I mean, my stomach might be a little bit, but I feel fine. I look natural. I don't look like a skeleton. You know how some people lose weight in their head, look big, and everything else looks small.
Oh no, we see you. You look good. We see you.
Yeah. So, and that's the reason why I wanted to do the fasting too, because I did not want to have to go to surgery after getting rid of 100 pounds.
Oh,
so I said, the more natural the process is, the better. So that was one of my goals as well.
I would say it's probably okay, so people have a lot of different fears when it comes to weight loss, and especially with fasting because it's so unorthodox. But the most common fear is loose skin. And I always tell people, I literally just had somebody in my inbox earlier this week talking about, I want to lose weight, but I'm scared about the loose skin and da-da-da-da-da. And it's just like, I don't know what to tell you. We don't deal with loose skin over here. Like, of course, you lose 100 pounds, you're going to want to tone up. But as far as like having, so much extra skin, people have 20 to 40 pounds of excess skin that they have removed. As a matter of fact, I just saw a lady on Instagram. She did the weight loss the traditional way, like with the kind of like the diet and exercise thing. Like I said, it can be done, but only by a very small percentage of people. But then when you do it, it's like you're rewarded with loose skin, and it's frustrating,
Right.
So having an option, 100 pounds in 6 months. I don't want to hear nobody else talk to me about loose skin, because like people be like, I think somebody would ask me like, okay, have you ever had anybody lose 100 pounds or 200 pounds? I'm like, yeah, no loose skin, because hydration tends to be, when you're doing water fasting, that's like the thing, water fasting, you're hydrated.
Right. And it's natural. Your body goes into autophagy. So it just eats up its own wasted cells. It's so much. It's so many benefits in fasting, not just losing weight, but just you're just getting rid of emotional toxins and all kind of stuff. So that's why I did it, not just for weight loss, but this time I went in it with a different mindset. I needed to get rid of the root of what was causing me to be overweight in the first place. And so that's what fasting did for me.
Yes.
Helped me heal. See, mentally, emotionally, and physically.
That right there is the one key that a lot of people miss when it comes to fasting or weight loss, is the emotional and the mental aspect of it. Even like if you like Jasmine, in her video, she talked about how, she lost, like I said, 100 pounds in 5 months. I think it was 146 pounds total or something like that. and
Yeah.
it was very quick. It was very quick, and
Mhm.
her mental had to catch up with her body because she
Mhm.
wasn't used to being that small. There's a lot that people have to deal with.
Right.
I think that's why coaching is so beneficial.
Right. Right.
Actually, one thing I want to say is we're going to be doing a new program because we've got several different programs, but I want to let the audience know, and as well as you all, we've got a program that we probably, by the time this video comes out, we may have already launched it, but it's our R72 weight loss program. So we're basically going to be teaching people how to do these rolling fasts, which are like 3-day fasts, and then you eat a day and then you go back into your fast. We got some amazing response from that. And I think it's not only a great way to lose weight, but it's also a great way to maintenance, you know.
Right.
And so for those who are interested, I'll put a link in the comment or I'll put it in the comment in the description. You guys can check out that R72 program. It's going to be starting at the beginning of the year, top of the year, January 1st. We'll be starting, but you can get started today. So now I wanted to know, okay, you did 100 pounds in 6 months. Would it be possible for you to kind of break down specific? Well, you actually did. You already really did that, didn't you? Because you said you did the 21 days of fasting, you did the 14 days. So you really
Uh-huh.
I just wanted to make sure that people, because I always kind of get caught up and people they want the details. Are there any more details that you want to add to that? Because you did already kind of touch on it.
Well, what I did in between, while I was fasting, I would do some type of physical. I would dance.
Okay.
I would dance, and I did a little bit of walking, and I ate clean.
Mm.
I ate whole foods only. When I was eating, I ate clean, and I took maybe a week off, and I hit another fast. I take a week off and I do another fast, and that's all I did. Just repeated that over and over again. Drink water, drink coconut water in between your fasts. No sodas, no cookies, no cakes, no ice cream. Just you. I mean, I was just determined. I wanted it bad. I was angry. I needed to see my true self.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's what I did. Just stay consistent, you know, with it, and um, motivation. Read things that keep you motivated. Before and after pictures helped me.
Mm.
Listening to people's testimonies helped me. Looking at my picture that I looked like a busted can of biscuits helped me to
Mm.
stay focused, because I did not want to look like that ever again. And so that's what helped me, just staying consistent with it, doing the same thing over and over again, month after month.
Yeah. That's that's tends to be the key here. It's
Mhm.
the challenge of fasting and eating properly it's not the same as having to, build up muscle to go from being able to lift 100-pound weight to 200 pounds. It's not that same type of battle. It's a mental battle mostly. And
Right.
consistency is the main issue that people have,
Mhm.
because like, even Edward, your story is 30, 40 pounds just doing light fasting and eating, and just being able to make small incremental changes. But if you could be consistent, then you will eventually get the outcomes, because better is better. If you're
Right.
eating better, you stop doing soda. Like, how hard is it to not drink soda? It's not like lifting 100-pound weight. It's like, okay, choose a different beverage. Like,
Right.
or don't
Mhm.
buy the soda when you go to the store. Make tea
Mhm.
instead. I wanted to give you all an opportunity to add anything that we may not have touched that you guys wanted to kind of touch on before we close up.
Just finding something healthy that works for you. That's the big thing for me. I think for Larisha, she found fasting. It really worked. You just have to keep working at it till you find something that's going to work for you. That's healthy for you, of course.
Mm.
Make sure it's something that's not non-healthy. But yeah, that's about all. So it truly works. And
Right. And I just say, just take your time when fasting. Don't try to rush. Don't try to be anxious. Just stay consistent. You will see results. Don't when you have a family like I do, don't make people feel ashamed because they're not doing what you do. Just come at it and be humble with it. And then that's how you will naturally affect other people when you're doing it for yourself and not trying to be prideful and make somebody feel like look at me, I'm eating an apple and you're sitting there eating a cupcake.
Right. Get
that mindset out of your head. Just go with the flow, and people just start coming to you. You'll feel good. It makes you feel humble. It cleanses you out spiritually, emotionally. So it's not just about weight loss. It's about, that trauma or whatever you went through. It gets rid of that too. So fasting is powerful. Jesus did it. Buddha did it. And all the other gods out there did it. So obviously it works.
Yeah, like with that point, most, if not all, mainstream religions promote fasting. All of your most popular philosophers fasted. Like it was a very popular practice, man, not even 500 years ago. I mean, it's only become like taboo recently. So,
right.
and only in certain modern countries, because in other parts of the world, it's embedded in their culture. They still do it all the time.
Right.
Yeah, those are some really good points. I think also, just from my own personal experience, when someone comes to you, like when you don't put that kind of holier than thou energy out there, and someone
right.
feels comfortable coming and asking, hey, how did you do XYZ? I get like some amazing benefit personally from being able to tell them. It helps me, like there's a level of accountability that comes along with it, because I'm like, well, this is what I do, like, or this is what I did. And if you've fallen off your track, you're like, well, this is what I did. I should get back on that,
Mm-hmm.
So there's a dual benefit to being able to talk to other people about this.
Right. You talk to them with your results. That's what I learned.
Yeah,
your results
100%.
Speaks.
Results speak.
Right.
Well, you got them in spades. I appreciate you both. Seriously, like, listen, I mean, I'm telling you, 100 pounds in 6 months is incredible. And,
Thank you.
I know for a fact it's going to inspire people. And I love that y'all are a family. I hope because, I found out we do have like families that watch, which, I never really thought about it. Like families sit down and watch AHA. Like, that's so amazing. So
Yeah.
being able to have, I've actually had a couple families on now. So being able to have you all as representatives for families out there, hopefully we can get more families involved. And people just need to realize that this isn't just about, doing something because mom or dad says it or because whatever. It's like, it's going to enrich your life beyond your wildest imagination. Like where I am now in life, I couldn't have wrote the book. It's incredible because you don't know what you don't know. So thank you once again for coming on. If you all in TV land, no, YouTube, if you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. If you want to see more videos like this, subscribe. Make sure to check out our program, the R72 weight loss program. It is going to be epic. We're going to kick the year off right. We also have a quick start guide we got for you. We want to make sure that you can get results as quickly as possible. So in the first week, before the challenge even starts, we've got a quick start guide to help you guys lose 5 to 7 pounds in the first week, just to kick it off and get, get them outcomes rolling. So hit that link in the description. And as always, the application of knowledge is power. And I'll see you all next time.